we'll come into a nice, comfortable seat. And we'll just start to breathe together. All right. So we'll use each inhale to invite ourselves inward. So see if you can really just visualize that. Instead of your eyes peering out to all the things in the outer world, find this inward gaze down towards the heart space and see if you can start to feel this shift, letting go of the world around you for a bit to tend to our inner world, or the part of us that is not manifest yet into this dimension. See if you can start to really focus so you can stay in that place, allowing every single inhale to be that invitation to the inner realm, and every single exhale to help you let go of some of that tension in the body, relaxing the shoulders, the face, the jaw, ultimately so we can relax the mind. So we can see if we can get to a place where that mental activity ceases for a couple minutes, maybe even a little longer. Because that inner realm, unlike the outer realm, it doesn't need us to do anything to make it right. It just needs us to find that stillness. It's kind of the opposite. Instead of thinking we need to run around and do this and fix that, we just kind of need to go inward and let go of all of those thoughts to tend to that inner voice, that intuition, the truth. So see if you can feel that shift. And if at any point you lose it, just close your eyes and let your next inhale be your invitation back. All right, we'll come up onto the hands and the knees and get a nice tabletop setup. Your fingers spread nice and wide. Start to really press down into the hands. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Draw the belly in and up. Inhale, peel the right hand up. Roll the right shoulder back and really twist yourself open here. And then we'll thread the needle. Bring the shoulder towards the edge of the mat and the right ear all the way down flat. Settle in. Maybe you lift that left wrist up off the ground, coming up on tented fingertips. Stay right there if that feels nice and juicy. If you want more, place your left hand on top of your right, interlace your fingers, straighten into the arms, and settle in. Slowly come back up with the help of the left hand. Right hand reaches up again, twist open. Come back to your hands and your knees for a few rounds of cat-cow. Take your time. Notice how the mind wants to jump back to all the problems of the outer world, your list of things to do. And see if you can resist the temptation and carve out this time, this space for your inner world, for finding that inner stillness, to cultivate that inner peace. All right, after your next exhale, come back to that neutral long spine, lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, peel the left hand open, twist open, take one more breath here, and then slowly thread the needle. Left ear down now, right hand reaches forward. Each exhale helps you sink in a little more. See if you can feel that as that tension releases. See if you can feel that as the same as letting go of all those ideas that I need to be doing something, that I need to become something. See if you can start to feel them as the same thing, releasing this tension in your body, releasing the tension in the mind. Maybe you lift that wrist up now. Staying right here, or interlace fingers, straighten into the arms. Use this exhale to soften. Use the right hand, press yourself back up. Inhale, peel the left hand open, twist open. Come back, hands and knees, two really slow cat-cow. After you empty every last drop of air, come back, find that neutral long spine. Reach back through the right heel. Keep the toes grounded. Start to stretch out that calf. Press into the hands, shine the heart forward. Arms are straight and strong. Back of the neck is long. Mind is focused and soft. Lift the right foot as you lift the left hand and lengthen from heel to fingertips. Point the toes down and in. Feel the hips leveling out. Inhale, a little more length. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose and round your spine. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Fill all the way up. Exhale, round it out. Two more, just like that. On the last one, we'll hold it out here. We'll bring the right leg out to the right and the left hand out to the left. Then we'll plant the right hand, the right foot down, plant the left hand down, reach the right arm up and over. Scoop the hips forward a little bit towards the front of the mat. Roll the heart up towards the sky, the shoulder out of the ear, and then reach through the fingers. Find a place where your neck feels good. Maybe your head is hanging heavy. Maybe you're tucking the chin a little bit. Make it all about this breath. Let this inhale be your invitation back inside, and let this exhale help you release some of that tension. Inhale, come up, bring your right hand to your right thigh, reach your left hand up and over. Hips still scooping forward, heart still rolling up towards the sky. Reach through the fingers. Bring your hands back down, bring your right leg back in, and reach back through the left toes. Press back through the heel, straighten into the arms, lengthen through the back of the neck. Find your breath. Toes stay pointed down as that leg lifts up. Hips come into alignment. Right hand reaches forward. Inhale helps us find a little more length. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, round it out. Two more times. On this last one, we'll hold it out. Left foot comes to the left. Right hand comes to the right. Plant the left foot, plant the right hand, peel the left hand up and overhead. Ground into the left foot, scoop the hips forward, reach through the fingers, soften through the shoulders. Inhale, come up. So even on each inhale, even if you feel like you're still staying connected and in this present moment, maybe there's space to go deeper. Maybe each inhale is still an invitation to go even a little deeper inside. Becoming even more present than you thought possible. Lower the hands, bring the left foot back in. Two more rounds of cat-cow, slow as you can go. Takes focus to be able to move really slowly, because that narrator in the mind says, all right, come on, this is boring, get on with it. So just move slowly and see how that feels. See if you can feel that slowing, the mental activity. When you're ready, press on up, downward facing dog. Move around however you like here, or get right into stillness if you feel ready for that. Slowly walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, fold. Spread your feet as wide as your hips. Grab onto your elbows and start to sway a little bit. Shake your head a little bit. Release your hands, walk them over to the right, and maybe even back behind you a touch. Head is still heavy, shake it out. Maybe you're bending one knee or alternating bending knees here or shifting your weight side to side. Walk back through center and over to the left, maybe behind just a touch. Head is hanging heavy. Shoulders softly drawing away from the ears. Maybe finding a little movement or stillness here. Come back to center. Bend your knees a lot, tuck your chin. Stay rounded as you start to come up, pressing into the feet. Chin untucks, heart lifts, shoulders draw down the back. Reach the arms out to the sides, palms facing down. Now really reach. Press the feet down, lengthen up, and become as long as you can in both directions, but soften through the face, the shoulders. Keep your soft, steady gaze down the nose. Maybe even a tiny little smile or an inner smile. And now turn the palms to face up and bring them to touch overhead. Squeeze them together, lift them a little higher, but keep softening the shoulders down the back. Okay, now face those palms forward and reach up through the fingers, but reach down through the shoulders. Press down through the feet, lift up through the quads, engage that mula bandha, draw the belly in and up, and imagine this conduit, these places for energy to move through. Imagine we're clearing them out just by intentionally lengthening and softening with the breath, allowing this breath, this moment, to expand and contract within us, aligning us with our truth. Slowly let your hands float down by your sides. Inhale, lift them right back up. Squeeze your palms together. Interlace your fingers, release index, glue palms. Biceps back, chin up. See if you can squeeze your head and straighten the arms. See if you can glue your palms together. Maybe you step your feet a little closer together. Drop a little weight into your heels. Drop your arms over to the right. Try to keep your chin away from your chest a little bit, but we're still lengthening through the back of the neck. Inhale, come back up. Reach up. Exhale, sink in. Take a breath here. Inhale, come back up. One more time. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lengthen more. Press those hips out to the left. Exhale, soften. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop it to the left. Inhale, come back up. Hinge at the hips. Bend the knees if you need to. Reach through the fingers all the way down. Release your hands, shake your head a little bit. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. We're gonna reach around and step on all 10 fingers back behind the heels. See if you can wrap your calves, your arms close together back there behind your calves. Get your whole upper body touching your lower body, and then see if you can get your face pressing into your legs. No matter how much you need to bend your knees, try to find this full compression of the upper body touching the lower body. And then start to lift the hips and pull the head down towards the feet. Softly draw the shoulders out of the ears. Draw the belly in and up out of the way. Tip a little weight into the balls of the feet to lift those sit bones up and back for one more breath. And release. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower down to the knees, rock forward, lower down to the chest, and then the chin, untuck the toes. Press into the feet, peel the heart forward and up. Roll the shoulders back, hug the elbows in. Press into the feet, lift the heart a little more. Exhale, soften anywhere you can. Take your breath, take your awareness to the low back. Bring this presence, this prana, this life force, this love right into the low back. Fill it up. Slowly lower back down. Press it back, child's pose. Let your forehead come to rest. See how long you can hold on to this breath. And just notice, when you can, resist the temptation back into the outer world. When you can, stay focused enough to stay with this breath a little longer than you wanted to, or a little longer than you're used to. Just notice that something starts to happen. Interlace your fingers back behind your sit bones. Reach your hands up and overhead. Relax through your shoulders and your face. Stay with your breath. Keep your bind. Inhale, come up. Find a little backward bend. Heart is lifted. Maybe head drops back. Slowly come down, hands and knees. Curl the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Settle in here for a couple of breaths. Using each inhale as that invitation to go inward, as an opportunity to exercise the discipline muscles just by staying with that breath a little longer. Remembering every single exhale is here to help you release some of this tension, this heaviness of this world. Don't miss one opportunity to take it up on that and let that exhale help you unwind. All right, inhale, ripple forward into plank and hold here. Find your strength, find your stillness. And now we'll lift the right foot up, point the toes back, keep the arms straight and strong, keep the back of the neck long. And then we'll point and flex and point and flex one more time. Set the right foot down, lift the left foot up, point the toes, press into the hands, find all the length, and then flex and point. One more time. Lower the left foot down, lower the knees down, shift forward, lower the chest and the chin, untuck the toes, press into the feet, peel the heart up. Use the hands to draw the heart forward and press into the hands a little bit to keep lifting. Try broadening through the collarbone. Exhale, soften through the shoulders, through the face. Maybe the last inhale, you look up and reach up through the chin. Exhale, slowly lower down. Press it back through child's pose and lift up, downward facing dog. I fear my nice, peaceful Zen vibe here is coming to a halt. I hear the boys coming up the road and they probably have tractors and all kinds of really loud things. I'm hoping they'll just be passing through here and it will just be momentarily, but I can't be certain. They won't be here for a while, but I can hear them coming like 10 minutes away. Okay, inhale, lift your right foot up high, come up on the tippy toes. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and step it through like crescent lunge. Keep pressing that right knee forward. Don't miss one exhale where you can soften and release some tension. You'll never get that moment, that exhale back. So every single breath we're making count. And just by doing that, we're saying that we honor this experience of life, that we want to participate, that we're not just on autopilot trying to get through the day, looking for the next distraction. We want to be right here, right now with whatever is. All right, sweep the arms back, kick off that back leg, lift it till it's parallel to the ground. Point the toes down, slightly in, feel the hips come into alignment as the hands come to the heart. Lengthen from heel to crown. Slowly come to standing, bring the left knee with you, hug it in and up nice and tall. And then we're going to bring that left heel right up into the center line. Cup the toes with the right fingers, bring the left hand to the heart. Scoop the hips forward, let the knee fall back. Inhale, lengthen, root like a tree to rise tall, reaching for the sun. I realize how spoiled I've gotten out here in my Zen vibe. The other day I was like, said to my boyfriend, I just need some quiet. And he's like looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about? We're in the forest. But he fills every little bit of time and space with words and noise, or somebody else's words and noise, just podcast and podcast after podcast. Slowly lower that left foot back down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive, lengthen forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, or just step it back and lower knees, chest, chin, baby cobra. Exhale, meet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot reaches up high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, crescent lunge. So see if you can feel this pose as though it's the first time. Sometimes we move through things like, oh yeah, I know this pose, I know what I'm doing. Imagine that we don't know what we're doing and that we can just take it one breath at a time. See if that helps you find that little deeper place of stillness beyond the thoughts, where maybe this breath could be different than all the other breaths. Maybe this is the real invitation right here to go inward and to stay in this place of connection. Maybe this exhale really is going to be the one where you really decide to let go of that tension we've been holding on to in your jaw. Sweep the arms back, kick off the back leg, toes point down and in, hips level out. Press back through the heel as the hands come to the heart and find a little more length from heel to crown. Slowly come to standing, lift the right knee in and up, and then bring that right heel right into the center. Cup the toes. Make sure you're doing the opposite foot you just did, because I'm not sure. Root like a tree, rising towards the sun. Exhale, we soften. Notice this one. Slowly release. Inhale, arms up. Interlace fingers, release index, glue palms, biceps back, chin up. Weight in the heels, drop it to the right. Try to straighten the arms and glue the palms. We're going to stay a couple breaths. So hold that apple between your chin and your chest. Root into the heels a little bit. Press those hips out to the left. Try to keep your hips and chest, shoulders facing forward. Now reach through the fingers like you're pulling that left hand up and over. Keep softening on the exhale. Soften the shoulders, the face. Maybe on the last breath, you roll the heart up towards the sky just a little bit and reach one more time. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop it to the left. Weights in the heels, hips pressing to the right. Try to straighten the arms. Don't forget about the apple. But most importantly, don't forget about this breath. Slowly come back up. Drop your head back. Shake it out a little bit. Press your hips forward. Reach the fingers up and go back into a backward bend. Reaching through the fingers. Staying with the breath. Letting go of the fear. To let go of some of that tension. Inhale, come up. Hinge the hips. Reach forward. Lower down. Release your hands. Again, step the feet together. Bend the knees. Step on all 10 fingers back behind your heels, trying to wrap those arms close together back behind the calves. Press your face into your legs. And then start to lift the hips. Belly in. Pull the head down towards the feet. Softly draw the shoulders out of the ears, creating some space there. And stay with this breath. Use your inhale to lengthen. And your exhale to soften. One more time. One more chance. And release. Now, sit into the chair. Drop weight into your heels. Pull your belly in. Inhale, we reach up out of the waist a little more. Exhale, we soften. Bring your hands to your heart. Turn and twist to the right. Sink your weight into the heels. Pull the belly in. Drop your booty. And now find leverage. We're pressing that elbow against the knee to roll the right shoulder back. Then pressing the right hand down into the left hand to roll that right shoulder back even more. Feel the length from the sit bones to the crown. Use this exhale to soften. Shoulders out of the ears, soften the face. Open the arms up, reach the right hand up, roll the right shoulder back even more. Maybe gaze up at that right hand. Stay seated in the chair. Keep your upper body facing this direction. Just lift it up. Gaze back at the right hand. Draw the left hip back to keep both hips facing forward. Soften shoulders, soften face. Step left foot back. Crescent lunge with the twist. Find reverse crescent as the right hand finds the left thigh. Sink into the right knee more. Reach the left hand up. See if you can sink into the left heel just a touch. Cartwheel hands down. Shoot the right foot up and back. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Open the hips. Head stays heavy. Breath stays deep. I hope I'm not showing you my boobies. Slowly come back, downward facing dog. Settle in here for a couple of breaths. Shift your gaze up between your hands, bend your knees, and walker hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Sit into the chair. Use this inhale, the invitation back. Use the distractions as just another tool to overcome. Sorry about the noise. Bring your hands to your heart, turn and twist to the left, sink into the heels. Find that leverage, pull the belly in, lower the booty a little bit, and then twist the heart towards the thumbs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, soften anywhere you can. Open the arms up, maybe gazing up at the left hand. Roll that left shoulder back. Stay seated in the chair. Keep your upper body facing this direction. Lift it up. Gaze back at the left hand. Step the right foot back. Find that crescent lunge. And then reverse it. Left hand finds right thigh. Sink into the left knee. Reach up. Cartwheel hands down. Shoot the left foot up and back. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Open the hips. Keep the head heavy. And come back, downward facing dog. Lower down to the knees. We'll find a little child's pose. Coming back to the breath. Allowing this inhale to be the invitation. Back into that inner gaze towards the heart. Recommitting for the second half of class to letting go of our to-dos, letting go of the outside world for a little bit. Not because it doesn't matter, not because it's not real. Just because we are choosing to consciously bring our awareness to that inner world, the parts that are not manifest yet. Instead of only being concerned with the things that are tangible and concrete, we're allowing space for those parts of us that can be harder to access amongst the busyness to come through. When you're ready, come back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right foot up high. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Step it through like crescent lunge. Sweep your arms back. Lift the left leg up. Point the toes down and in. Level the hips, hands to the heart. Lengthen out from heel to crown. Slowly come to standing. Lift the left knee up high. And then cross it over the right. See if your toes will wrap around the calf. And then sink in more. Try to bring those knees into the center line, facing forward. Peel the arms out to the sides and sweep the left arm under the right. Maybe your palms will touch. Sink in more. Draw the elbows out and up more. Use this exhale to soften. Slowly come up, lift that knee up high, hinge forward, shoot that leg back, crescent lunge with eagle arms. Bend the right knee a lot, lift the arms, let the gaze follow. Sweep the hands down, plant the left hand down, roll the right hand up. Roll the right shoulder back. Keep your upper body facing this direction, just lift it up right, find that reverse crescent. And then cartwheel hands down, shoot the right foot up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, and come back downward facing dog. Settle in here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, lift the left foot up, come up on the toes. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, crescent lunge. Press the left knee forward. Use this exhale to soften. Sweep the arms back, kick off that back leg, lift it up, level the hips, hands to heart, lengthen heel to crown. Press down into the left foot, lift the right knee up, cross it over, wrap the toes, sink in. Peel the arms out to the side, sweep the right arm under the left. Maybe your palms can touch now on this side. Draw the elbows out and up, soften the shoulders down the back, keep sinking in, belly in, keep drawing the upper body back. Not missing one single moment or one single breath as an opportunity to go inward even deeper and to let go a little more. Slowly come up, lift the right knee high, hinge forward, shoot that leg back, crescent lunge with eagle arms, bend the left knee, lift the arms, gaze up. Plant the right hand down, gaze up at the left hand, roll the heart open, lift the upper body, find that reverse crescent. Cartwheel hands down, shoot left foot up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, relax your head and your neck. Chevy, come back, downward facing dog, settle in here for a couple of breaths. I think the big noise is over now, okay? Sorry about all that. All right, one more breath here in your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, crescent lunge. Find your breath. Open it up now, warrior two. Press the right knee forward. Relax your shoulders. What are you guys laughing about?
It's low.
What?
It's low.
Why is it so small?
Got rocky rolls.
Oh. Find this nice balance of strength and surrender here. Now turn the palms. Bring the right elbow to the right knee and reach the left arm up and over like extended side angle. So keep pressing the right knee straight out over the big toe and drawing that knee back towards the pinky toe side of that foot so the knee's not collapsing in. And then find a little bit of leverage, rolling the heart open towards the sky, reaching through the fingers. Stay with your breath. Maybe the right hand comes up alongside the ear for the last breath. Inhale, come all the way up to reverse it. Keep the deep bend in the right knee. Lower the hands down. Step the left foot in a couple feet like pyramid pose. Kick those left toes out to 45. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Tuck your chin. Maybe your forehead comes to touch your leg. Try to level the hips. Stay right here if you like, or interlace the fingers back behind you and reach them up and overhead. Not missing one opportunity to allow this exhale to help you soften and let go. Every single inhale is that reminder to let go of all the troubles of the world, to tend to the inner world, the only place that we can actually make real change or find peace. We're staying focused, staying dedicated to spending a little bit of time there, not letting every thought pull us out of it, back into that place of worry, that place of fear. We're staying dedicated to be in this place of love, breathing love, or this moment, into every part of our body. Lower the hands back down, bend the right knee a little bit, step the left foot forward, sit into the chair. Drop weight into your heels, draw your belly in, reach up out of the waist. Don't forget to soften on the exhale. Press into the feet, stand up, find a backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart, and hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lifts the left foot high. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, crescent lunge. Open it up, warrior two. Press the left knee forward. Gaze out over the left fingers. Turn the palms, extended side angle. Scooping the hips forward a little bit, pressing that knee back a little bit. Roll the heart up towards the sky. Reach through the fingers. Notice how easy it is to just get in the pose and then forget to actually let that exhale help you release the tension. Just to come back to allowing it to feel like a struggle instead of staying in this moment, using that breath to release. We're like, oh no, not in this moment. I'd rather struggle. That's what the mind does. It'll convince us there's something better to do than take that deeper breath. Lift the left hand up for the last breath if you want to. Slowly come up, reverse it. Cartwheel the hands down, step the right foot in a little bit like pyramid pose. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold, tuck the chin, level the hips, pull the belly in. Find your breath, maybe interlace fingers up behind your back and reach them up and over. Lower your hands down, step your right foot forward, sit into the chair. Drop weight into your heels. Use this inhale, not only to lengthen, but to go inward even more, becoming even more present. Press into the feet, stand up, find a little backward bend. Exhale, hands to heart, and hands down by your sides. Lift your right knee up. Reach your elbow inside the knee, hook that big toe with the peace sign finger and kick out through the heel, drawing the toes back towards the face. Maybe your left hand helps with balance. See if you can straighten into the leg. If you straighten into the leg and want more, lower your head down towards your leg. Keep kicking through the heel as hard as you can. Find your breath. Slowly come back up. If you still got your balance, drag that right leg out to the right. Keep kicking through the heel. Find your breath. Bring it back to center. Release your grip, but keep the foot lifted. Point your toe and then flex and point and flex. One more time. Lift a little higher and release. Shake it out. All right, plant the right foot down. Lift the left knee up. Elbow inside. Grab the big toe and kick. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we soften. If leg straightens, maybe we lower down. Slowly come back up. If you still got the balance, drag it out to the side. Keep kicking or you'll lose it. Don't forget to soften. Come back to center slowly. Release your grip, but keep it high. Point the toe. Pull the belly in. Point and flex. Point and flex. One more time, a little higher. And release. Shake it out. Step your feet together. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back and lower the right knee down. Wiggle the left foot out towards the left edge of the mat a little bit. Maybe you even lift the right knee and drag the right knee back a little bit. Untuck the toes and lower down to the elbows or down to a block. Let your head get heavy. Stay with this breath. Maybe you roll to the outside edge of that left foot and let that knee fall open a little bit. You can stay right here if this is already a lot, or you can come up onto the hands and reach the left hand back for that right foot. If you can, we'll grab the pinky toe side and then kick into the hand. Slowly float those toes down, curl them under, step the right foot outside the right hand for that deep yogic squat. Sink into the sit bones, draw the hands to the heart, And press the knees open with the elbows. Lengthen through the spine. Use this exhale, soften through the shoulders and the face. If you want to try a little arm balance, check in with your wrists and your shoulders. If they're feeling super awesome and you want to try an arm balance, bring your hands to the ground just like down dog, fingers spread, hands shoulder width distance. And you can either try bringing your knees to the outside edge of your arms, in which case you need to press out against your knees and squeeze in against your elbows really hard with even pressure. Or you can straighten into the arms, come up on the toes and bring the knees into the armpits, creating a little shelf with the back of the arms. See if you can lift your feet up off the ground or even just one foot. Stay with your breath. When you're finished, we'll meet back in down dog, optional vinyasa. Shift your gaze up between your hands. Bend your knees, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step that left foot back, lower the left knee down. Walk the right foot out, lower down to the elbows. Relax your head and your neck. Maybe you readjust that left knee or left hip back a little more by coming up on the toes. Maybe you roll to the outside edge of that right foot and let that knee fall open. Stay right here or come up onto the hands and reach that right hand back for that pinky toe side of the foot and kick into the hand. Slowly those toes float down, curl them under. Step the left foot outside the left hand, find that deep yogic squat. Stay here for a couple breaths, or maybe you want to try that arm balance one more time. Maybe you take the arm balance into a headstand. Maybe you shoot it back into chaturanga. Take your time, and when you're ready, we'll meet back in child's pose. Returning to that deep, slow, rhythmic flow of air through the nose. Returning to that devotion to staying right here in this moment, beyond the cares of the world, beyond the mental activity. See if you can stay here, staying connected while we stretch our body and really allow each exhale to help us unravel some of this tension. Really allowing yoga to do its magic. All right, slowly come up onto the knees. Bring the hands to the low back, maybe fingers point up. Squeeze an imaginary block with the thighs, scoop the hips forward. Lift the heart, drop the head back, find a deep supported backward bend. Breathe. On an inhale, slowly come up. Bring your knees closer together, lower your hips to your heels, tuck your tailbone under, tuck your chin to your chest, roll into a tight little ball. Slowly come back up. We'll do 2 more sets of camel. Spread the knees as wide as the hips. Yeah. Hands to low back. Elbows a little closer together behind you. Scoop the hips forward. Lift the heart. Maybe you want to walk that right hand down towards the heel and reach the left hand up. Inhale, slowly come up. Knees together, hips to heels. Hands to knees, tuck it all in. Slowly come back up one more time. Spread the knees as wide as the hips. Bring the hands to low back. Squeeze the imaginary block. Scoop it forward, lift it up. Maybe now that left hand reaches down for that left heel. On an inhale, slowly come up, knees together, hips to heels, hands to knees, tuck it all in. And then we're gonna grab the heels with the full palm grip, thumb on the outside, lean back a little bit, tuck the chin, roll into a tight little ball, try to touch your forehead to your knees, try to touch the top of your head to the mat right in front of your knees, and then roll forward onto the top of your head. Pull on the heels, lift the hips, breathe into that space behind the heart, fill it all the way up. Use this exhale to soften and let go. One more breath here, just like that. And slowly release. Come back up. We're just going to sit onto the left hip and straighten the right leg out. Making this 90 with your legs. Kick through the right heel. Draw those toes back. Inhale, arms up. Turn the body to face that leg and then lengthen out, grabbing whatever you can grab a hold of. One more inhale, lengthen anywhere you can, feel all the way up. And then pull the heart down towards the foot, soften the shoulders, soften the face. Stay with your breath. Every time you stay with that breath as long as you can. You're saying no thank you to that monkey chatter that's trying to pull you back into the worries of the outer world. You're staying committed, devoted to being right here in this place of stillness, tending to that inner world. Cultivating that peace. All right, bring your right elbow right inside your right knee and your left hand up onto your left shoulder to help draw that shoulder back more. And then reach the arm up and overhead alongside the ear. Keep kicking through the right heel. Use leverage to roll your heart up towards the sky, drop the shoulder out of the ear, and then reach through the fingers. Let something go. Slowly come back up on the inhale and switch, straighten the left leg out. Bring the right foot in, find that 90. Kick through the heel, inhale, arms up. Turn to face the leg, lengthen out. Grab what you can. And then inhale anywhere you can lengthen, fill all the way up. And then take one more sip. Pull the heart towards the foot as you let this exhale soften your shoulders, your jaw, your face. See if you can feel that magic of yoga happening just by staying with your breath, just by staying out of your head. Left elbow drops inside left knee, right hand comes to the right shoulder to help roll it back, and then right hand reaches up and over. Keep kicking through the heel. Find that leverage point to roll the heart up, drawing the elbow back. Reach through the fingers. Soften. Slowly come back up. Now we'll bring our feet flat on the ground. Reach your hands forward and slowly roll back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Find a happy baby. We're going to roll it back into a plow pose. See if you can get your toes to touch the ground behind your head. See if you can keep your neck soft and your breath deep and slow. We're going to come up into a shoulder stand. Bring your hands to your low back. Straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. Find your breath. This one's always a nice reminder that swimsuit season is coming. If
you have handfuls of stuff in your hands, it's a nice little motivation. Slowly drop it back into plow and soften just a little more, relaxing around your neck and your face. Lower your hands to the ground. Use them as the brakes to slowly roll out. One vertebrae at a time. Once your legs are straight and reaching up towards the sky, flex your feet. Squeeze your legs together. Kick through the heels. We'll take 20 seconds to lower the legs down. Keep your chin tucked. Face and shoulders soft. Squeeze the legs together. Pull the belly in. Kick through the heels. We're only halfway there. Stay with your breath. And then we're going to lift right back up. We're going to take just as long, at least 10 seconds to come back up. If you have a tricky low back, you can slide your hands under your booty. You can point your toes if it feels better going up. Keep your belly in. One more time, slow as you can go. We'll lower back down, kicking through the heels. Don't forget to keep softening on each exhale through the face, through the shoulders. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. Cross your right knee over your left. Cactus your arms. Shift your hips to the right. Lower the knees to the left. Maybe the toes wrap around that calf. Gaze out over the right hand. Relax your shoulders. See how long you can hold on to this breath. Let something go here. As that tension melts from your body. See if you can sink in just a little bit deeper. Come back to center, hug your knees in. Cross your left knee over your right, cactus the arms, hips to the left, knees to the right. Maybe the toes wrap around. Gaze out over the left hand. Relax your shoulders. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. See if you can make this next breath last even longer. And let something go. Slowly come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest one last time. And then let your legs go long on the mat. Spread your feet as wide as the mat. Let your toes fall open. Tuck your chin just a little bit. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Now notice this space you've carved out. By staying dedicated to leaving the worries of the world or the mental chatter behind for a bit. And see if you can really soak up the benefits of your practice here just by letting go. Even letting go of controlling the breath now. Feel every part of your being settling into this space you've just created.
Before we invite a deeper breath back, just take note of this action of inviting, invoking. And now, with awareness, invite that deeper breath back. Invoke that prana, that presence back into the body. Invite that movement back into the fingers and into the toes. And then with that same motion, invite or invoke yourself to stay in this place of calm that's always right here for you. Beneath the mental chatter, beneath the worries of the world, is this inner world that, if cultivated properly, can always be a reprieve and a place of peace. Roll onto either side and just really take your time coming back into this world. Maybe you'll just choose, even though you're now back in the outer world, to still choose to let go of some of the worries. Maybe you'll still choose to let every single exhale be a chance to soften a little bit more and let go. When you're ready, slowly come back up to a seat. One last inhale together, make it count. Reach the hands up, squeeze the palms together, lift everything up. Exhale the hands to the heart. Let the head bow to the wisdom of the heart. Lift the thumbs to the space above the eyebrows. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. May all beings everywhere be free from pain and suffering. May our thoughts and actions in some way contribute to that. Namaste. Good boy. Good boy.